Did you know that your daily actions might be hurting your dog's feelings more than you realize? Studies show that dogs have emotional intelligence comparable to a 2-year-old child, meaning they can feel joy, sadness, and even hurt feelings. Dogs are incredibly sensitive creatures who have evolved alongside humans for thousands of years, developing remarkable abilities to read our emotions and respond to our emotional states. In this comprehensive guide, we're uncovering 10 everyday things you might be doing that could unintentionally break your dog's heart. From the tone of your voice to the smallest habits, these actions could be impacting your furry best friend more than you think. Before we dive into specific behaviors that might be hurting your dog, it's crucial to understand just how emotionally sophisticated our canine companions truly are. Recent scientific breakthroughs have revealed that dogs possess remarkable emotional intelligence, allowing them to recognize, process, and respond to emotions both within themselves and in others, especially humans. Through advanced neuroimaging studies, researchers have discovered that dogs' brains process emotional stimuli in ways that closely mirror human emotional processing, with specific areas of their brains activating in response to human emotions. Dogs demonstrate empathy and emotional contagion, where they mirror the emotional states of their owners. This means when you're stressed, your dog often becomes stressed too. When you're happy, they share in that joy. This deep emotional connection makes it even more important that we understand how our actions affect them. Every interaction we have with our dogs either builds trust and strengthens our bond, or it can create confusion, anxiety, and emotional pain. Dogs are creatures of habit who thrive on routine and predictability. Inconsistency creates confusion and anxiety, because a stable pack has a clear, consistent leader that provides safety and security. We are their pack leaders, and providing stability and guidance is one of our most important responsibilities. When we're inconsistent with feeding times, walking schedules, training commands, or even our emotional responses, we create an unstable environment that leaves our dogs feeling uncertain and stressed. Consistency in feeding and walking times helps dogs feel secure, and familiarity with their environment and routine is absolutely key to their emotional well-being. When we provide this consistency, we help them live happier, stress-free lives. This means using the same commands every time, maintaining regular meal schedules, and ensuring that all family members follow the same rules and training protocols. Dogs need to know what to expect from us, and when we're unpredictable, it can lead to anxiety, behavioral issues, and a breakdown in trust. You've probably seen it before. A dog has an accident in the house, and their owner rubs their nose in it as punishment. This method is not only completely ineffective, but also deeply harmful to your bond with your dog. Imagine if you made a mistake and someone shoved your face into it. Humiliating, right? Dogs feel the same shame and confusion when subjected to this outdated punishment method. Dogs don't understand the connection between the accident and this type of punishment, especially if it happens after the fact. This practice can lead to fear and mistrust, damaging the very relationship you're trying to build with your companion. Instead of resorting to this harmful technique, focus on positive reinforcement. A firm no is enough if you catch them in the act. If you discover an accident later, simply clean it up without fuss and address accidents with understanding, not punishment. Remember, house training takes time and patience, and accidents are a normal part of the learning process. We often associate head pats with affection, but the truth is, many dogs find this gesture intrusive and uncomfortable. Imagine someone constantly patting you on the head. It would probably get annoying pretty quickly. Dogs have sensitive heads, and a pat on the head can be startling, especially if it comes unexpectedly. Furthermore, reaching over a dog's head can be perceived as a threatening gesture, particularly by dogs who are already anxious or fearful. However, it's important to note that this isn't a universal rule. Some dogs, particularly those who are well socialized and comfortable with their humans, may actively seek out head rubs and enjoy gentle strokes from the jaw to the ear. The key is understanding your individual dog's preferences and reading their body language carefully. Instead of automatically going for the head, focus on areas where dogs generally enjoy being petted, such as the chest, shoulders, and base of the tail. Gentle strokes along the back are also usually well received. Always observe your dog's body language during any interaction. If they lean into your touch, lick your hand, or wag their tail, it's a good sign they're enjoying the interaction. However, if they stiffen, turn their head away, or show other signs of discomfort, it's best to respect their boundaries and cease the petting. You can even perform a simple consent test by petting for 3 seconds, then stopping and seeing if your dog moves closer for more, stands still, or moves away. Imagine someone constantly yelling at you. It would be terrifying, wouldn't it? Dogs experience the same fear and anxiety when they're on the receiving end of our anger. Shouting doesn't teach your dog anything except to be afraid of you. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to our tone of voice, and when we yell, they don't understand the words we're saying. They only hear the anger and aggression in our voice. This can severely damage the trust and bond we share with our furry companions. Instead of resorting to shouting, focus on clear, calm communication. Use a firm but gentle tone when giving commands, and remember that consistency is key. Dogs thrive on predictability, so ensure you're using the same commands and energy every time you interact with them. Training should be a positive experience for both you and your dog. By creating a calm and assertive environment, you can effectively communicate with your dog without resorting to fear or intimidation. Professional trainers emphasize that training sessions should be kept short, no more than 15 to 20 minutes at a time, as dogs have attention spans similar to young children. Start each session with something your dog already knows. Introduce new commands in the middle, and always end with something they're competent at so you finish on a positive note. Multiple short sessions are much more effective than one long, overwhelming session. Dogs are social creatures by nature who crave interaction, playtime, and mental stimulation. Ignoring their need for socialization is like ignoring a human's need for connection. It leads to loneliness, boredom, and even depression. Imagine being stuck inside all day with no one to talk to and nothing to do. That's what life can feel like for a dog that's constantly ignored or left without adequate mental and physical stimulation. Dogs need both mental and emotional stimulation to thrive. Mental stimulation keeps your dog's brain active, which can improve focus, reduce stress, and even slow cognitive decline in older dogs. Emotional stimulation through social interaction helps boost their confidence, improve their social skills, and reduce feelings of loneliness or separation anxiety. When we deny them these basic needs, it can lead to behavioral issues stemming from boredom and frustration. Make time for play, walks, and interactive games. Even just spending quality time cuddling on the couch can make a world of difference to your dog. Remember, a tired dog is a happy dog. By providing them with ample opportunities to socialize, exercise, and engage their minds, you're not only fulfilling their basic needs, but also strengthening your bond and creating a happier, healthier life for both of you. Imagine being terrified of something and instead of receiving comfort, you get laughter. This is exactly how your dog feels when you laugh at their fears. Instead of understanding, they feel ridiculed and misunderstood. Fear is a natural emotion, even for dogs. Whether it's a fear of thunder, fireworks, or the vacuum cleaner, it's important to remember that these fears are very real to your dog. Laughing at them only amplifies their anxiety and erodes the trust they have in you to be their protector. Instead of laughing, offer comfort and reassurance. Speak in a soothing voice, pet them gently, and create a safe space where they can feel secure. If their fears are severe, consult with a veterinarian or a certified dog behaviorist to explore desensitization techniques. Remember, your dog needs your understanding and support, not your judgment. Many dogs have overcome their fears through patient, consistent work with their humans who took their emotions seriously. Imagine having your food snatched away mid-meal. It would be confusing and unsettling, right? Dogs experience a similar feeling of insecurity when we take their food away without warning. In the wild, food is a valuable resource, and protecting it is instinctual. While our domesticated dogs don't face the same survival threats, taking their food away can trigger this primal instinct, leading to food-guarding behaviors and anxiety. Instead of creating this negative association with mealtime, focus on positive reinforcement. Teach your dog the leave it command, rewarding them for compliance. This not only prevents food aggression, but also establishes clear boundaries and reinforces your leadership role. Remember, mealtime should be a positive experience for your dog. By respecting their space during meals and providing them with a sense of security, you can create a healthy relationship with food and prevent potential behavioral issues. Imagine someone physically pushing you away when you reach out for affection. It would be hurtful, wouldn't it? Dogs experience the same emotional pain when we physically push them away. While we might push our dogs away out of frustration or to establish space, they interpret this action as a form of rejection. Dogs thrive on physical contact, and pushing them away can damage their self-esteem and create insecurity. Instead of using physical force, focus on redirection and positive reinforcement. If your dog is being too demanding for attention, redirect their energy to a toy or a chew bone. If they need to learn personal space boundaries, use verbal cues like off or back and reward them for compliance. Remember, physical punishment should never be an option. By focusing on positive reinforcement and clear communication, you can teach your dog appropriate behavior without resorting to force or causing emotional distress. When your dog paws at you, it's their way of communicating a need. It could be attention, food, playtime, or even just a comforting pat. Ignoring these subtle cues is like ignoring a friend's phone call. It can make them feel unheard and unimportant. Dogs primarily communicate through body language, and while barking is a more obvious form of communication, subtle cues like pawing, nudging, or even just making eye contact are their way of getting our attention. When we consistently ignore these attempts at communication, it can lead to frustration, anxiety, and even behavioral issues. Pay attention to your dog's body language. If they paw at you, take a moment to assess the situation. Are they hungry? Do they need to go outside? Are they simply seeking some affection? Responding to their needs, even with a simple pat or a brief play session, shows them that you're listening and that you care. This builds trust and strengthens your communication with your dog. A crate should be a dog's safe haven, a place of comfort and security, not a tool for punishment. Imagine being sent to your bedroom every time you misbehaved. It would quickly turn a place of rest into a place of dread. Dogs are den animals by nature, and a properly introduced crate can provide them with a sense of security and comfort. However, when we use the crate as punishment, we create a negative association with this space, turning it into a source of anxiety and fear. It's important to understand that there are different types of punishment in dog training. While you should never use the crate for positive punishment, adding something scary or unpleasant, you can use it appropriately for management and even as a form of negative punishment, removing the dog from an exciting situation, when done correctly. The key is ensuring the crate remains a positive space. Instead of using the crate as punishment, focus on positive reinforcement. Make the crate a positive place by associating it with treats, toys, and praise. Never force your dog into the crate. Instead, encourage them to enter willingly by tossing treats inside. Set up the crate when your dog isn't around so it's less intimidating, and secure the door open initially so there's no risk of them getting trapped inside. Remember, the crate should be a place where your dog feels safe and secure, not trapped and anxious. The stories shared by dog owners reveal the profound impact these relationships have on our lives. Dogs like Brody, who provides comfort during difficult times by literally hugging his human with his paws, or Angel, the 13-year-old pit bull who recovered from serious illness, demonstrate the incredible emotional bonds we share with our canine companions. These relationships, lasting anywhere from 6 to 18 years, become some of the most meaningful connections in our lives. Dogs like Chester, who showed self-consciousness about his physical appearance, or Trapper, who bravely fought Addison's disease for 12 years, remind us that our dogs have complex emotional lives that deserve our respect and understanding. When we lose these precious companions, the grief can last for decades, as one owner shared about still missing Rusty Tin after 31 years. Understanding how our actions affect our dogs isn't just about avoiding harm. It's about building the strongest possible relationship with these incredible beings who give us their whole hearts. Every interaction is an opportunity to strengthen trust, show love, and create positive memories that will last a lifetime. By avoiding these common mistakes and focusing on positive, respectful interactions, we can ensure that our dogs feel loved, secure, and understood. Remember that dogs are individuals with their own personalities, preferences, and comfort levels. What works for one dog might not work for another, so always pay attention to your dog's unique signals and responses. The bond between humans and dogs is truly special, built on thousands of years of evolution and mutual understanding. When we treat our dogs with the respect, patience, and love they deserve, we create relationships that enrich both of our lives immeasurably. Our dogs ask for so little: consistency, kindness, understanding, and love, and in return they give us their complete devotion and unconditional affection. If this information has helped you better understand your furry best friend, please subscribe to our channel and share this video with fellow dog lovers who could benefit from these insights. Together, we can create a world where every dog feels truly loved and understood by their human companions.